Welcome to section 5.7. We're going to do some factoring of cubics, sum and difference of cubics. This one is the difference of cubics. We recognize it because there's a cube term minus a cube term. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the cube root of my first term, gives me x. Cube root of my last term gives me 2. And then we're going to make the trinomial part of that. I have to square the x, which gives me x squared. Multiply them together, which gives me 2x. And then we square our last term, which gives me 4. The acronym that we use to remember the signs is SOAP. This sign is the same. This sign in here has to be the opposite of this sign. And over here, it's always positive. Number 21, we have m cubed plus n cubed. What we have here is a letter cubed plus a letter cubed. Doesn't matter if it's a letter or a number, the process is going to be the same. We're going to have a binomial and we're going to have a trinomial. Let's start with the signs. This one's going to be the same. This sign is going to be the opposite, and this one is going to be always positive. To find out what these numbers are, first we take the cube root of the first thing. Cube root of m cubed is m. Cube root of n cubed is n. Then we have to get the trinomial. We square this first term, multiply them together, square the last term. Number 22. Same thing again, except for this time it's a number cubed instead of a letter cubed. Binomial, trinomial, cube root of the first term, cube root of the last term. Sign is the same, sign is opposite, sign is always positive. Square my first term, multiply them together, square my last term. Number 23. We have x cubed y squared minus 27y squared. In this one, it's a little bit different because we have to pull out a greatest common factor, which is y squared, leaving me with x cubed minus 27. And then when we factor the cube thing minus a cube thing, I get a binomial and a trinomial. Cube root of the first term is x, cube root of the last term is 3, sign stays the same, sign is opposite, sign is always positive. Square my first term, multiply them together, square my last term. Number 24. In this one, we have our first term being a number and the last term being the letter. Are we going to do it any different than we would do any others? Nope. Same as always. Cube root of the first term goes in the front. Cube root of the last term goes in the back. Sign stays the same. Sign is opposite. Sign is always positive. To get the trinomial, we would square the first term. 4 times 4 is 16. We would multiply them together, giving me 4p. Notice that we're not using the minus sign when we multiply them together. And then squaring the last term gives me p squared. For number 26, we have 8ab cubed plus 27a to the fourth. If we look for a greatest common factor on this one, I'm going to pull out an a, leaving me with 8b cubed plus 27a cubed. Since we have a cube thing plus a cube thing, we know it's going to be binomial, trinomial. Cube root of my first term is 2b. Cube root of my last term is 3 and a. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. Now let's square my first term. 2b times 2b is 4b squared. Multiplying them together, I get 6ab. And then squaring my last term, 3 times 3 is 9. A times a is a squared. I hope this helps. Enjoy.